compassionate logic.
New ideas and efficient tools for a happier, more connected life.
Let's say you're a prehistoric human and you're walking on the African savanna and you look around and you see there's a tree and you go, okay, in a couple of months that tree usually has fruit, and over there there's some water and that water is clean because it's flowing, and over there that's not good water, I got sick last time I drank that, and over there there's a bird and that bird isn't a threat and they're really hard to catch, and over there there's a lion, and over there there's an elephant, and wait, there's a lion. Your brain will jump to that negative stimulus over pretty much everything else as a survival mechanism. It'll go, there's a lion, immediate threat, warnings go off in your brain, and you remember people warning you about lions, and you've seen lions attack things, maybe you've been attacked by a lion, and so there's this space in your brain that is reserved for threats that big. And it seems in our human psyche, we still have this spot that we hold for these giant existential threats. The problem with that nowadays, though, is we don't generally have giant, real, daily existential threats. Most of us don't walk down the street and expect to be attacked by a lion, or reasonably expect. Even if you are in a city with an extremely high crime rate, the odds of you being actually attacked are quite low. Even in war zones, they say, I've read statistics that something like 2 or 3% of soldiers actually are killed in combat. So even if you're a soldier and there's people actively shooting at you, your odds of getting killed, while much higher than the rest of us, are still quite low. The existential threat spot, I call it the lion-shaped or the lion-sized hole, we have that reserved, but nowadays there isn't anything to fill it.
No physical threat.
Yeah, there's no physical thing out there that can fill it, especially immediate ones. Some of us might be out of work, or we don't have food in the cupboard right now and we don't have money to pay for it, but it's not immediate existential. We're not going to die right now because of it. And those are still problems, and those fill part of the hole.
But you could make it fill the hole. Like, if we don't have the physical threat of a lion, the mechanism is still there. What is our mind filling it with?
Right. If we don't have lions, in my experience, we tend to do one of two things. You take something that is threatening, maybe it's terrorism, or maybe it's fear about your job, or your relationship, or your kids, or some disease, or
Or your dog might die.
or maybe someone said something mean on social media, or something you disagreed with. One of my favorite internet posters is just a big sign that says, "Oh no, someone on the internet is wrong." You can take things like that, little things that are not really that much of a threat, and you just spin it and spin it and spin it. As you spin it, it inflates as you spend more time on it, until that guy trash talking me on Facebook, or reacting to my YouTube comment, or tweeting something I disagree with, suddenly I'm experiencing that with as much of a stress reaction as though it was a lion, a physical lion, in the room with me. And we can create things and amplify things till they create that much stress for us, because some part of our brain is wired, negative stimulus can kill me. And if we don't have one, it'll try and fill one up. You might have noticed in your life that there always seems to be a problem. If you let them dwell, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. If you handle it, then something else will be the problem. So maybe you have $1 billion, and billionaires don't seem to be that much happier than the rest of us because they just create new problems. Well, I only have $1 billion, I could have two. Or maybe I have $1 billion, but that company that makes up $500 million of it is at risk. No matter how well our material needs are met, we still have that hole that we either cobble together 1,000 little things that we kind of dwell on and create to be existential, or we take a couple little things and inflate them, and I'm dwelling on it. We respond to it as though it is an immediate existential threat. And then we get all the threat stress responses. We get that flood of hormones, and we get angry, and those things are designed to keep us alive in a situation where
Physical threat is really there.
where I need to run or fight. And our body gets flooded with those, but if you don't use them, then they're toxic.
And the fact that your mind can keep generating that threat 24 hours a day, and you're constantly exposed to the cortisol and the adrenaline, it's no wonder you're worn out and tired.
And the media knows about this, and it seems like American news especially is designed to give you things to slot into that lion-sized hole to make sure you always have something big and existential to worry about. Our brains are amazing problem-solving machines. However, if you don't know how to turn the machine off, it will look and seek. It is designed to solve problems. If all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. If all you are designed to do is solve problems, everything looks like a problem. And so your brain will seek out things to turn into problems that it can then chew on and fix. But sometimes it picks something that is not fixable.
Thank you for watching our video.
If you like the video, please subscribe.
Please like.
Please leave a comment below. Thank you so much.